Hey, Zach.
Hello, is this Sarigor?
Yes, this is Sarigor from Carach Angren.
How are you, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks. Uh, so,
Okay, perfect.
so tell us, man, what's going on in the world of Carach Angren?
Yeah, well, at the moment, in the world of Carach Angren, it's a bit slow because of the corona, of course. But, yeah, when it comes to our new album, Franckensteina Strataemontanus, it's actually pretty busy. We're about to release the album at the 26th of June. Of course, through Corona, that has been delayed again. So let's hope that was the last one and that it's going to be released at that date. And yeah, that's like every release and every album. It's pretty, yeah, we're pretty excited for that, and we're pretty excited about the good reviews and reactions so far. And we can't wait for the actual release and to continue the work for this album.
Oh yeah.
So that's what's going on in the world of Carach Angren.
Can you tell us a little bit about the recording of this record as opposed to previous albums? Was it any different or?
Yeah, this is actually, of course, we never try to repeat ourselves. So this is another form of reinventing the wheel, so to say. I mean, it would be boring to always have the same album. So I think this one has evolved again in a pretty cool way, so to say. I think this one is this grabs you more by the throat. Actually, Carach Angren is normally more known for complex music, and I mean, they're still there. The fast, quick parts that take a lot of times to listen and to get. But there are also a few good, catchy songs on this album that, and we're really satisfied about this new style. So. Yeah, I think it's a matter of you lose some fans, at a certain point who are used to a certain style, but you gain others, and so it's a little bit of a change, but feels very positive to us.
Oh yeah, man. Well, the tracks I've heard so far sound amazing, man. You guys did a really great job.
Thank you.
As far as like the lyrical content, themes on this album, can you tell people about that?
Yeah, this album is actually as you hear in the title, Franckensteina Strataemontanus. So Frankenstein is more the topic in this. I always used to like this as a kid, Frankenstein, and Operatic was also pretty interested in this theme. He read Mary Shelley's book that was published in 1818.
Yeah.
The Modern Prometheus, and so yeah, we were thinking about doing our own version, and it's always a bit of a gamble, because Frankenstein, it's a pretty how should I say, Hollywood thing, it became pretty classic, and so it's always a matter if you write an album to not just repeat it, from the movie or from the book or for whatever, just to try to find your own way in it. And yeah, I think we did pretty well with this one. I think, the actual guy, like in the movie Dr. Frankenstein, his name was Johann Conrad Dippel. This guy really lived, and this was the guy who really experimented with dead animals and such. So, and it is believed that Mary Shelley was inspired by this guy. So that's why she wrote this book about Frankenstein. And yeah, we just adapted to it in our concept. We just went back to the Conrad Dippel and just told the story in our way. And yeah. And, like I said, you don't want to repeat yourself like the movie, and we just made our own version with different kind of twists and different kind of songs to follow through. Yeah.
Very cool, man. The album art, I can tell by what you're describing, definitely encompasses the album The overall theme is very cool. Can you tell us about the album art? Like, who did that for you, and is there a story behind it?
Actually, the artwork itself it's made by Stefan Heilemann. It's a German friend of ours. He is a photographer, and yeah, the artworks they all have to do with the theme. Frankenstein, of course, especially if you watch the front cover, you can see the glowing parts on there, like the laboratory atmosphere, and that's a funny thing. We actually, if you look at the front cover, you can see the water really glowing. Mm-hmm. So that's actually just simply tonic water, and the guy used like a black light on it, and this way it just always gives this blue kind of light, you know. So you see another experiment, and this makes it fun, and. So yeah, it's all connected in a way. If you go through if you go through all the songs from track 1 to whatever, then you will always find some comparisons to the concept of the song. Indeed, yeah.
Very nice, man. Well, I have some questions submitted from some of your fans. One of them you might know, Scott Ames, wants me to ask you. He's from Navalra and the Antichrist.
Okay, yes, another guys. We toured together.
He wanted me to ask you what was it like touring with them?
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, I don't think I have to explain that. It was fun with them. Yeah, we had. It was a good experience. I mean, we had a couple of situations, like some evenings with alcohol and. Yeah, I mean, it clicks or not, and we had some fun. Yeah, with the guys. It was cool. I can't complain. Otherwise, I would tell them now that they were bastards or something, you know.
All right.
So yeah, good experience.
Another question: what is the process in doing the videos, and how many actors are in them?
The video actually. It's all because of the Corona thing. It's all been delayed. Mm-hmm. So at this point, we're still waiting. We shouldn't be shooting already. Should be already done, actually. But yeah, we're still waiting on that. Still have to do it and see how many people will be in there or not. Unclear, uncertain.
And as far as your videos in the past, can you tell us about that?
The videos in the past. Yeah, that's always. This was always an experience on itself. I mean, if we make a video clip, then yeah, we go, so to say, all the way. It's, for example, I can take the previous video clip. You can see we start out in a room and yeah, playing our song, playing our instruments, and all of a sudden it starts raining. So this was a whole process. We did most of these technical things ourselves. So, for example, we installed like hoses above with water, and we had to make like little holes just to create this rain effect. And I remember all of a sudden it was pretty cold in there. We couldn't use warm water because that would take care of too much condense, so that would be bad for filming. So it was all cold water, and I remember at a certain point we were just like almost like frozen. You know, we couldn't speak anymore or nothing. You know, we just couldn't feel anymore. So it's always amazing to see how far we go for a certain product, like a video clip. So it's always a hard experience, and just for a few seconds of material shooting to get somewhere. And the same as if you go one video clip back for this No Fairy Tale album, when Crows Take on Windows, you can see like a group of dancers there, female dancers, all wearing masks, and this was also pretty much the same situation. These girls were like suffering in hell because it was like winter time, and you can really see their breath, and but in reality it was painful for them. Really had to warm them up with blankets and such, and so this is always the reality behind the video clip itself. So it looks pretty cool, so to see whatever, but behind there it's much more work, and that's always interesting with us. And but still, it's pretty big question how it's gonna look. We have some idea for the new album, but we have to see how it really evolves.
Right on, man. Well, we look forward to seeing that.
Cool, man.
Another fan question from Grace Moselle. She wants to know, do you have any operatic experience?
Operatic experience, like in opera and such, you mean?
Yeah.
No, actually not. Like theatrical, I presume, huh? Like lessons or something, like education? No, it's just a matter of imagination. I've seen too many movies, man. You know.
All right. Another question. She wants to know what is it like to be Carach Angren when you're live on stage?
How is it? Well, I must say it is not something like, for example, if you watch something that you really want to be like this, it's never going to happen. It takes years to build this up and to get there where I am now as Saragor and Carach Angren. So sometimes you get really used to it, but if all the planets are on the right distance, when the sound is perfect, when the audience is perfect, when you feel good, sometimes shows are really hard to do, but sometimes you have that moment, it feels like perfect, and then it just feels good, it feels just, that's why we suffer and do this, so to say, we do everything for this form of art, and sometimes you have these split seconds that it just feels perfect, and all I can say is it feels good.
Oh yeah. Another question from your fan, Mike wants to know how do you decide what the next album is going to be and the lyrical theme?
Well, that's always a matter of some of the band members has already a strong idea that is playing in his head, and for this album it was especially Artic's idea. He had a dream about this. He had a weird dream and about some guy, and he heard some tunes, and he made a drawing about a face he saw, and I think weeks or months later he came on this Dr. Dipple concept, and then he recognized somehow, or he saw similarities in his drawing and this guy, so in a way this is how we came to this Frankenstein theme. And in the past it was always more like, you never know, it's always like, hey, maybe I think we're gonna do it like this, for example, something with vampires, so to say, and on the last moment when we really start writing, it's still gonna be Ghost, for example, so in this, for this album, it started with Artic's dream, and that never happened before. So it's always you never know how it comes together, but it's interesting.
Right on. Another fan question. He wants to know what's your favorite style of music to listen to?
Dice. I think that stays always death and black metal, different forms and kinds. I think metal music mainly. I mean, there's always some classic parts for me. I think a very important aspect in music is a certain melancholy, a certain sadness, so to say. If it's too happy, it's never my thing, Also, Carach Angren is really sometimes, because of Artic's Keith's arrangement, it's sometimes very adventurous, and it sounds and that's important in Carach Angren, to make it sound really sometimes positive in order to make it negative again. That's the beauty of our band, but for me it's always important to have this certain deep sadness in it. That's and that comes back in every form style. I mean, there are even normal pop songs sometimes that, for example, that I think have good melodies in it. But I can say mainly I always get back to that good old black death metal scene. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Speaking of that, could I ask you what kind of influences you had growing up? What got you into music? And
for me it was always mainly movies. So horror movies was always a big inspiration to me. And well, it started back in the day with all the normal death metal bands. For me, it was especially Cannibal Corpse and D-Side, like in the 90s. And so I was a complete death metal freak. And from there, it slowly started to go to the more melodic black metal bands, Cradle of Filth, Dimmu Borgir, stuff like that. And then it went to Marduk, Dark Funeral, etc. You know, that's how the scene keeps evolving for you as a music lover, you know. And and there was a certain reality in horror. I was more of a reader, of a listener to macabre stories that happen in reality, you know, like accidents, stuff like that. That really creeped you the fuck out. You know, that was inspiration to write. I think that's a very important thing in Carach Angren, the fear. What is fear to you? You know, for certain people, they're scared as shit for birds, but I mean, I don't feel anything with it. You know, most people have something with spiders, and so it's always, especially when it comes to murders and stuff like that, it's always pretty interesting to study what fear does and use that in your stories. And but yeah, I think mainly it's just like everyone else, music, and for me, horror in every form that formed my taste for what I make.
Right on. Now, as far as your live shows, you guys have played all over the place, man. Looking back, what's one of your favorite shows that you've played so far?
I must say, for me, Hellfest France, that's one of the cooler festivals to play. I mean, also the last one last year felt really fucking good to do. It looked really, really good on video too. Sometimes you have that, you know, as an artist, like, yes, this one I can really watch back all the time. But I also remember a show a couple of years back in Dubai. It was like the first time we came in a country like that, and we didn't know what to expect. Dubai, what the hell? So we came there. It was this big ass hotel, like this huge building with crazy food. It was more of an Alice in Wonderland feeling, so to say. And then you went down with the elevator, you walked through a door, and bam, that was the venue. Wow. And I remember it was Halloween, so everyone was dressed up like, I don't know, one guy like the Joker, the other one like some fucking gorilla, and it was this was one of the most memorable evenings I had. I think that was pretty small, a couple of, I don't know, maybe 200 people or something, but I remember this was a cool show in Dubai. Yeah.
Sounds cool, man. Now, if you could tour with anybody, who would you like to tour with?
That's a difficult question. I don't have any bands actually. Actually, I've toured pretty much with the guys that I always wanted to play with. You know, like for example, Glenn Benton was one of my, like I said, D-Side was one of my beginning things that I really looked up to. So yeah, I did a tour with Glenn Benton with D-Side. We had a great time. So yeah, that's pretty hard to say. I can't tell now. Don't know.
Well, speaking of live shows, man, you know, with the COVID-19 thing going on and everything, I mean, everything's canceled. Do you guys have any idea of what? How do you feel like the future is gonna unfold for touring bands?
Yeah, for me at this moment, I have a feeling this is more a matter of this year we can forget it. So I think 2021 is going to be that it will be open again. I mean, let's face it, they can keep it closed and keep it minimum. I mean, for us, we can see this system works with this social distancing, whatever, you know, and the moment they let it go, then people start to get more ill again, you know. So I think they have to find this vaccine, and from only then things can open up again decently, especially when it comes to festivals and a lot of people being together. So for me at this moment, I think, let's see next year about shows and festivals. So yeah, but I hope not it's going to be a longer thing that they're not going to find anything decent about vaccines or something, you know. So let's wait. I'll see next year that things are going to open up again normally.
What has the experience been like so far where you're located at?
Excuse me? The experience?
The experience with COVID and everything. What has it been like there where you're located at?
For me, weird, strange. You know, in the beginning, you saw all the news things coming. You know, and there's it's always for everyone like, okay, it's still not here. So, and especially Italy for us, you know, I saw some people out there really suffering, so it was really bad, you know, but then all of a sudden it hit us, you know, and you could really notice this fear, you know, and I have to say for Holland, it wasn't that pretty bad compared to other countries, so we are very lucky in that way, you know, but yeah, I must say, I mean, there are no shows or nothing, so there's not any real work for us at the moment, so we have to find different ways. For me, it's like I'm an artist. I make masks, horror masks, so that's what I'm doing a lot, selling them, you know, so it's a way to provide my income, but it's weird. It's very unrealistic. It felt almost like some fucking, I mean, we saw all the hundreds of zombie movies, you know, and felt all of them like the beginning of them. It was a bit like that, you know. I mean, I've heard stories about my grandmother and about war, and you know, so I think we can be happy that we never go through that, the dropping bombs and shit like that. So, but this was also pretty, I think new. You know, I think especially, a lot of people got scared shitless because of this, you know, because how do you deal with a thing like this? But now, so to say, it feels like things are going better. They're slowly talking about opening up. So it was very weird, unreal, and but still, I have to say, we are if this goes over like this, then we got out pretty lucky. I mean, maybe a lot of people lose their jobs, but as long as you can find a new one, it's fine, right?
Well, you can replace your job, but you can't replace your life.
No. I'm pretty certain there are enough people who it's not that easy for them, as I'm saying right now, especially when it comes to families and such, and really people dying of the disease. So all my strength to them, and hope we get through this quickly.
All right. Well, I'm about out of questions for you. Is there anything else you want to let your fans know?
All I want to let them know is, fuck this disease. Sorry, guys, but we will be on the road soon again.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks a lot for taking the time. Before I let you go, can I get you to make us a station tag?
Sure, man.
All right. Whenever you're ready, say something like, "This is Carach Angren, and you're listening to Metal Devastation Radio."
Metal Devastation Radio. Okay, here we go. This is Carach Angren, and you are listening to Metal Devastation Radio.
Fuck yeah. Thanks a lot, man.
All right, man. You're welcome. It was a nice conversation.
Yeah, man. We look forward to seeing more from you guys, and hopefully we'll see you on the road next year.
Absolutely, I hope this thing blows over quickly. We'll see you soon.
All right, man. Cheers.
Cheers, man. Bye.
Bye.